The download I'm getting is you are now their worst nightmare. They didn't recognize that real recognized real. And you recognize that they're not real. So you couldn't recognize them. And they couldn't recognize you. Hey Soul Family, I am Mystic Alchemy for those who don't know me. Thank you for being here. Okay. So yeah, that's the download that I got. You are now their worst nightmare. And the reason being is because you were able to accomplish what many people thought that you wouldn't. Like, so many people doubted you. So many people put you down and made you feel like you weren't worth anything. They devalued you. And it's like every time they did that to you, your feelings really, I feel like they took over for a while because it was hard for you to see yourself for you. And I feel like a lot of you were able to see past the illusion that they tried to cast over you. But it was still hard because the people that gave this type of energy to you, there was a time before where you trusted them. You felt like these people were people that were going to be a part of your life forever. And I'm not just saying just a part of your life and, you know, there's no relation, no communication. I'm saying you thought that this was going to be someone that would be there, that would be around. I heard for the good and the bad. But every time you turn around, it was just bad. You stopped being able to see the good with whoever this person is. You just couldn't see the good anymore. It's like, okay, yes, it's powerful when you're able to have a relationship where this person can be there for the good and the bad. But when you recognize that that person or around that person is just bad, that's when you start looking at things a little differently. And then you tell yourself, is this relationship really for me? Because it's not feeling like it is. It doesn't feel like this relationship is for me. It doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. It feels very uneasy. I heard walking on eggshells. It's giving the vibe of recognizing that a person is not as genuine as you thought they were. And that's a heartbreaking moment. Like, that's heartbreaking. When you feel like someone is down for you, when you feel like someone is like real, and then you recognize that they're not, it lets you down. And it does not feel good. And then you come to the realization of what is. Sometimes you fight, or you may have fought before, trying to make excuses for a person that just wasn't doing the right thing. Or you could just take it for what it is and excuse yourself, right? But it's still hard. It's still a lot to deal with. A lot of emotion is involved. A lot of sorting through and filtering out. There's a lot of work. A lot of inner work. It's like when you get into relationships like this, no matter what type of relationship it is, friendship, family member, friend, or foe, I heard, it kind of forces you to do shadow work. It really brings you up against the shadow work to the point where you are either going to do it or you're not going to do it. So it depends on how you handled situations. When this happened to you, did you do the shadow work? Did you face it? Or did you ignore it and walk away from it and just have anger towards that person and resentment and you didn't like really do the shadow work about it. Because dealing with situations like that, it kind of enhances your shadow, because it makes you so angry that it's like, I heard it, the situation can cast a darker shadow over you. I'm hearing that it pinpoint aspects of the relationship that need to be picked apart, or aspects of you that need to be really overanalyzed, so that you can get to know you a little better when it comes to how you handle the situation. How you handle the situation, it really speaks volumes. How you handled it. How did you handle it? Do you feel like you did well? Do you feel like you did a good job with that situation? Or do you feel like you could have did better? You know? Because that's what you want to start to look at if you weren't looking at it before. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself. How did you handle it? What did you do? Did you let it take over and break you down? Or did you just excuse yourself and let them go their merry way? And continue to, I heard, live out your day. How did you handle it? Because how you handled it, it really identifies future circumstances, future situations for you to a certain extent, right? Because if you handled that situation that way, whatever the way that was, hopefully it was good. Hopefully you're proud of yourself for how you handled it. Only you can answer that question, right? But if you feel like you could have done better, then it's time to like face that and speak to yourself about it. And this is when you start to heal yourself, when you're able to do this. And it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not going to act like it's like a piece of cake, because it's not. It's hard. Because you have to look at yourself and look at your flaws. And it's like, it's hard to actually say when you're wrong. It's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to see themselves as being in the wrong. But the more you're able to do it, the better you'll be, because you'll be able to check yourself and correct aspects of your personality or your characteristics that you're not happy with. The only way that you will be able to improve certain things about yourself that you may not agree with is to truly be real with yourself. Because real recognize real, right? Your higher self recognizes you. Recognizes if you're being real or not. Like, are you being real with your higher self? Because your higher self is the best version of you. Your higher self is like the bestest friend you never had. Because this best friend knows your deepest, darkest secrets about you and your personality and what you've done and how you did it and how you handled things. And when you're able to be real with yourself, and I'm talking about with yourself, I'm not talking about telling anybody, you know, I'm talking about being able to do this with yourself. You become very powerful, okay? This is what I'm picking up so far. I'm going to take a picture of this cozy screen that I have here. There's fire burning and my eyes keep going straight to the fire. And then my mom bought me a candle and I'm burning it right now. It's cozy. It's giving cozy vibes, right? But yeah, it's like when you could do that, you become greater. You improve. You're not stagnant. You're a boss. You bossed up when you're able to do that. That's when you are really in that boss energy. When you could check yourself and not like be in denial about your wrongs. That's when that's bossed up, okay? You can't go wrong with that. Because you correct yourself, you know you're wrong, you take the L. but you don't look at it as a L. You look at it as, well, it's still a L, but it's not a loss. It's a lesson. So it's not taking an L as a loss. It's taking an L as a lesson. You just become more powerful. Your power increases. So you are their worst nightmare. Especially how you handled the situation makes you their worst nightmare, because for some of you, you may feel like you could have handled the situation better, and that's okay. Because we've all been there. I've been there too. And I evaluated myself and I fixed it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to handle it this way next time. And that's powerful for you to be able to do that. So you're still walking in your power, regardless of if you feel like you could have handled the situation better or if you could change something. But the reason why you are their worst nightmare, they're telling me to get a charm. There's a reason why you're their worst nightmare. I heard because you freed yourself. What is this? I never pulled this one before, this charm. It's giving as above, so below. It's giving ocean, horizon. It's giving, it almost looks like a perfume bottle too. It looks like an earring. It looks like, what's that thing called? I can't remember what it's called, but it's the thing that you hold water in. And it has a little top, and people usually use it when they're like hiking or something. I want to say a canister, but that's not what it's called. But it's giving that. It's also giving like I heard a fancy bomb. Like, you know how bombs look like this? The ones where you pull the pin and then throw it? It kind of looks like that, but you know, the colors on it, no bomb really looks this fancy. But the shape of it is reminding me of that grenade. That's what it's called, the grenade. I said bomb. I mean, a grenade is a bomb, but grenade is the right word. And this is what it's giving. It's giving me all of those things. So your action dropped on him like a grenade. What did you do? How did you handle it? Because however you handled it, I heard you blew that ass up. Okay, I don't know what you did exactly, but you did something. You did something. Whatever you did, you really did cause an extreme reaction out of this person. And the reaction that you ended up giving them, they did not expect it, and they don't really know how to handle it still. Even if you did this 2 years ago, okay, even if you did it 10 years ago, it's still leaving a mark. I'm hearing their ears are still ringing. What did you say? Whatever you said, it was ringing bells. It spoke volumes. Even if you didn't say anything and it was the actions that you took. I heard it was impressive and it was voluminous. I don't know why I'm getting voluminous. I guess I'm hearing it spoke volumes, but it was big. You know, because voluminous is big. Okay? Like when somebody gets a blowout and they want their hair big, it's voluminous, so it's big. So whatever you did, you came through like, I heard King Kong, like big, okay? Massive. Yeah. This is why you're their worst nightmare, I'm hearing, because it's like, it's almost like they feel like, how could you do that to me? Like, as if they didn't do anything to you. Oh, now it's, how could you do that to me? I just heard, how could you do that to me? That's how they feel. How could you do that to me? It's funny how people will attack you and terrorize you and do all this stuff to you and then expect not to go through anything. Not for you to, they expect you not to say anything. They expect you not to react in any way. And now I'm hearing, no matter how long it took you to react, when you did react, they felt attacked. However, they were the ones who started the war. It wasn't you. I heard that you actually choose to be a peacemaker. I heard war and peace. I heard war and peace. They shook up the beast in you times 2. Now all of a sudden they don't agree. So they felt like they were getting attacked from different angles, because I heard times 2. They felt attacked by you times 2. So your power was so strong and mighty that they felt like it was more than one person. They felt attacked, but they felt like you felt like more than one. You felt like multiplied, like you multiplied. Who does that? Somebody multiplies. I think it's like the Spider-Man. Somebody was multiplying somewhere. Okay. I think it's the Spider-Man, that new video game. There's a scene where Spider-Man is fighting the big, I don't know what it is, some type of creature he's fighting, but it keeps on. It's like in multiple places at one time. It's multiplied. And Spider-Man has to defeat it. And I feel like this person feels like you are undefeated, because they feel like your power has multiplied. They feel like your power has multiplied. You are not the same. I heard now they think you're deranged. Nah, you just fed up. Okay. I feel like whatever you did, it was very nerve-wracking to them, because maybe they expected one reaction and you gave them another. But whatever it was that you did give, it makes them feel like they need to watch their back. It makes them feel like they have to be careful. But I don't even feel like you are worried about them anymore. I feel like you moved past it. But it's like they feel intensity anytime they think of you, or anytime they think of past circumstances. It's almost like they're replaying what they did to you, and they can't take it. They can't take it. They can't shake that feeling of, it's like discomfort. They feel very defeated. It's like this heavy feeling of defeat. You didn't give them what they wanted. So it was like this really heavy, thick, like tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. This is their energy that they have. So if they see you in person, they might get a little fidgety. They might twitch a little bit. Eye might twitch. Might not be able to look you in the eye or something. You might see something that's, it will show you something about how they really feel inside, but they'll try to hide it. I'm hearing some people aren't comfortable looking someone in the eye though. However, you know this person. It's like how this person is, you know how they are on a regular basis, but however they're going to behave towards you the next time you encounter them, if you ever do come across them, you're going to notice something within their energy. I heard they might act apologetic, but they might not apologize, or they may try to avoid you. Whatever they're going to do, it's not going to be their normal way of being with you, because of the circumstances and because of what they've done. The reason why you have become their worst nightmare is because they don't know what to expect from you. You are mysterious. You are a puzzle, eccentric. You're so mysterious that they're just not too sure. This person might be someone that feels as though they could read people well, but because of how you carried yourself, they can't read you. Not only does that aggravate them, but it has made you become their worst nightmare. So whatever you did, I feel as though it's a good thing because it's protecting you. Whatever energy you gave to this person, it is protecting you now from them trying you. Because it's like they know they can't. It's like, I'm also getting this feeling of them recognizing that you know, the only time someone could really truly attack you is if you're unaware and then you don't even know how to stop it. But being that you're so sharp now and you're so wise, they can no longer pull that wool over your eyes. No, 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 honey. No, 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 honey. So if they try you again, they're going to have some trouble because they will not win and you will not lose. Especially because you choose yourself, right? When you choose yourself, you can't lose because you're not going to stoop down to their level and do what they do. You're not going to do all that. They want you to, though. So when you don't do that, you gain all of the control. Each and every bit of it, each and every drip drop is yours. Okay? I heard, hold on. And I heard, hold on to your love. Hold on to your love for yourself. Because this person is not worth your time or energy. Like, no. Like, they're dub. 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 Okay? I think that's it for this message. Anything else? Let me get another charm. I'm here and get another one. I'm trying to go in the bottom. Who is this? Alice in Wonderland? Oh. Is this Alice in Wonderland? Or is this Cinderella? This is a Disney character, I believe. It looks like Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Or Cinderella. They can feel very confused. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like they feel very confused. They feel in disarray. Like they're not organized. Things are all over the place. And because of what happened with you, other relationships that they're having or that they have are suffering because now they feel paranoid about everybody. And I feel like that's just your spirit team coming to them, giving them a little talk, a little talky talk. For those who think ancestors and spirit family is not real and that they don't ride out for you, they better think again. When they start feeling like they're losing their mind, that's your spirit team rolling up. Like, what's up, right? Hey, you don't have to get your hands dirty. I told y'all about that. Especially when you're doing the work on yourself and you mean well, and you're trying to be a part of the frequency, God's frequency, or you are a part of the frequency, I should say. They messed up. They messed up now. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't, is what I heard. Okay, my loves? So, that is the message. I hope it gets to who needs to hear it. Okay? Remember, everything you do, do it with love. Don't let them catch you slipping. Always remember that God is in you and the magic is too because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next reading.